God, he's coming back. Get out of here. Hello. Whoa, geez, that is not how I wanted to start the night. Hello, and happy Monday. You wouldn't be able to tell by my hello, but I am feeling better. So there's just a little bit of a frog in the throat. Hey, Inkling, welcome, and thank you so much for all that PTGG spam. I love it. I love seeing the logo just across the screen. It's great. Yeah, I got a little bit of a throg in my throat is what I was just about to say there. Apparently I have something in my brain too, but we already knew that. So I am feeling a lot better, especially actually later this afternoon I started feeling a lot better. I over the weekend was having actually mainly yesterday. Thankfully, I was alone almost all day yesterday. Been kind of coughing and just having a nasty throat. Today, the day started off much the same, and then where I was just kind of coughing all morning. But somewhere in the afternoon, I kind of took a turn for the better, which isn't usual. That doesn't usually happen for me. So I'm not complaining. I feel pretty decent, considering. I actually ran about 4 miles today in total. Running, and my chest didn't feel fantastic, but I survived, and I didn't feel like I was totally destroying myself, so that's got to count for something, I have to imagine. Other than that, I had an awesome weekend. The weekend started off, we had another meet canceled on Saturday. It wasn't canceled, it was postponed. It's going to be run tomorrow night. Which was fortunate for us because we're not streaming tomorrow night. We're streaming tonight and Wednesday. So that actually worked out perfectly. But what that ended up being was I went to practice in the morning. I went to practice at 9 a.m. I did a 12-mile bike ride, which biking practices are my favorite type of cross-country practice because it's just something to mix up. It just mixes up, all the running. So you run a bunch of days in a row, and then you get a day to bike. And it's just something a little different. It's kind of like, it's like eating ice cream, for dessert when all you've been having has been like yogurt or something. It's just a little different, but it's delicious. So that's the idea there. The weather was not good by any means here. It rained pretty much all day from like Friday night, I want to say. Actually, Friday middle of the day until late Sunday. It finally stopped raining, and it's just been kind of off and on ever since then. But what ended up happening is I got to go with my father-in-law and my two brother-in-laws. I got to go play Topgolf. I'd never been there before. It's brand new to the area. It's been here for probably just under a year now, pretty close to a year, I imagine. And so it is about 20-some minutes away from where I live. It's not very far. I always kind of looked at it as like it looks kind of fancy. So, but they ended up coming into town. We went to go play Topgolf. It was actually really cool. It was a lot of fun, and it was good because I don't often get a lot of time to spend with just my father-in-law and my brothers-in-law. So it was good. It was really good. And then after that, we actually went out to dinner. We celebrated my father-in-law's birthday, which is tomorrow, but we celebrated a couple days early. And that was cool, too. So then we met up with my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and my wife and had dinner together. So, and our young niece was there as well. She's quite young. She actually slept all the way through dinner, so I didn't really even get to interact with her much there. Anyway, I was giving her space because I'm sick, and you don't ever want to get a kid sick. That's just not. That's cruel. That's cruel. So yeah, that was the weekend. It was pretty great. Sunday, I kind of just spent some time to recover. I spent a lot of time on the couch watching some football. And like I said, I was hacking up a lung. It was not great. But usually when I'm coughing, I know that my sickness is just about over. It's just my body's trying to clear the rest of it out. So It's kind of that bittersweet where like I hate coughing and I hate making my throat hurt. But I know that like there's light at the end of the tunnel and I'm not going to be sick for much longer. So that was my weekend. It was, in my opinion, about as good as it could have been considering the weather and my being sick. So I hope you guys have had a great weekend and a great Monday so far. This was the last week. Monday was Labor Day, so we had a bit of a short work week coming in, or at least I did. So sometimes it's kind of like, oh man, I got to go back to having a full work week again. First world problems, I guess. But kind of in between projects at work, maybe some things that you're not super interested in, so I won't get into it too much. But I'm a little bit between projects at work, so I'm kind of bouncing around on really small tasks, which makes it a little bit harder for me to focus, to be quite honest with you. So because of that, I'm definitely glad to be here with you guys and playing some video games and just kind of relaxing. So I do, at the end of the stream, probably the last half hour or so, we'll talk about some changes to the stream and why I think we should talk about them. I could easily, honestly, I could sweep them under the rug and a lot of people wouldn't even notice. But I think we should talk about them because I think it's part of what makes us, and by us, I mean the part-timers, the community we have here. I think it makes us. So we're going to talk about that later on in the stream, but for now, we're pretty much just going to get into the game. I didn't really come up with a water cooler topic for the evening because it's pretty much just going to be, we're going to talk about that later in the stream. So hope that's okay. There's still plenty of stuff to talk about. If you're a football fan, I watched a lot of football this weekend. We can talk about that. If you're not a football fan, we don't have to talk about that. We're going to definitely play some Oblivion. And like I said, the last probably half hour or so we'll reserve for chatting about some changes that are taking place. All right. It's nothing to be alarmed about. It is all good things, I think, at least. In my opinion, they're all good things. So we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But I'm going to go ahead and launch Oblivion now. It takes literally, I'd say, less than 2 seconds to launch. It's already launched. So why even announce it? I don't know. I'm going to bring you guys in, and we'll continue our playthrough of Oblivion. Let's do it. And hopefully, I did get in here to test a few things earlier, so hopefully, yeah, it looks like we're good. Reason I say that is I shot that dude in the chest with an arrow, and I almost killed our dear friend Raminus Polus over here. So thankfully that did not save, although I'm pretty sure if you check out our save log, we would have been able to find some kind of save we could have fallen back on. I still have pretty much every save we've saved since. It looks like I've got 3, then 5, and then I've got everything after 5. So 122 saves. We're going for the record. I'm still used to Witcher control, so every now and then I hit J to try to bring up the journal. Doesn't work in this game, by the way, in case you're wanting to play. But right now we're pretty deep into the Mages Guild, so we might continue that tonight. Also, you might have caught on last stream, we were visited by our good friend Lucian LeChance of the Dark Brotherhood. So we're going to definitely be doing some Dark Brotherhood stuff tonight. I hope you guys are ready for that, as I'm not really prepared. So Oblivion equals expressionless face NPCs. A lot of times, yeah. Yeah, a lot of times. Every now and then, if they're really surprised, you'll notice. But other than that, yeah, they're pretty. It's a pretty flat line there. They're pretty kind of like the monotone teacher and the teachers in Charlie Brown. Like, wah 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 wah. That's kind of how their expressions are most of the time.
It is really no trouble at all.
She is very tall. All right, well. I don't know where this fellow is, but I think he's within the university. We'll probably, yeah, we'll go ahead and do this for now.
Good morning.
And then
A pleasure to see you.
we have a date with Rufio.
Well,
Dark Brotherhood sounds hype. Welcome, Jeremy. Welcome back, man. Hope you've been well since we've last spoken. Let me tell you something about the Dark Brotherhood.
looking for books.
It is hype. It is hype. I love it so much. It's honestly, as far as, let's see, I guess I have to go in here, but I'm going to be trespassing, so we should save. As far as like a quest line, he's not, this isn't the quarters. What? How'd she beat us in here? Oh my gosh.
You're about Vatican, are you?
As far as like arches, like story arcs go, that are not main story arcs, I think the Dark Brotherhood might be my favorite across pretty much any game I've played.
I'd investigate it further.
From Oblivion, the Dark Brotherhood from Oblivion. Skyrim is good, but it can't match up. Been busy, missed this? Well, hey, we've missed you as well. And no worries. You're going to get busy from time to time. That's all right. That sounded really wrong now that I've said it, but you understand what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying. You smell what I'm stepping in. I feel that.
It's an alien ruin southwest of Chedenhall. We suspect that there are some interesting things inside, so a research project was established. Scaleel is there now, working on investigating the ruins.
Inkling, catch my drift. I didn't mean it that way, but, I mean, you know, it is what it is.
She's the mage heading up the on-site research. She can tell you more about whatever it is that's impeding their progress.
Great. Let's talk with her then, shall we?
I eagerly await your return.
I'm trying to, give me just a sec here. I gotta bring this up. Nope. Quit it. Stop this thing. It's tell you what, man.
Hi there.
All right.
Good to see you.
I'm working on a,
Dark Elf become Count
I don't know if this will
Chedenhall.
show or not.
King Helseth and Berenzia
Didn't.
have
Okay,
considerable
great.
influence.
I'm working on getting us a video put together.
Are cronies.
I don't know when
I see.
that video is going to happen, but I'm working on getting us a video together, kind of, sort of a highlight reel, I guess.
Wizard?
I understand old
Just
Dover
kind
Baron
of
can
trying to
still
show off
teach
how
a
much
bit
fun we
about
have,
alteration.
you know?
Greetings,
He's getting
Evoker.
older. But he-
That's all. Dang, where is this mission at? Oh, we're out in by Chedenhall. Okay. We talked with the fellow. We tried making it as best we could. We tried. Sorta. But I like that. Nice. I'm hoping it turns out well. I don't have a whole lot of experience in video editing. It's a lot of fun, what I have tried. But I don't have a whole lot of experience. So it's more or less just going to kind of be the community aspect of it to start. I might actually do some gameplay highlights too at some point. But that is probably a little further down the road. So, yeah, so what I was saying is, I don't remember what I was saying. What do we have equipped here? We're pretty sure, yeah, we have elven arrows equipped. We're kind of short on arrows, which is not ideal, considering we're kind of trying to venture out in the middle of nowhere. But that's all right. So what we're doing here is the Dark Brotherhood is a secret society of, I thought we were close to this cave. I guess not. We're close to the mine. I just like discovering places so I can fast travel there later. It's basically a secret society of assassins. And what it is they're almost kind of supernatural. They're pretty cool, actually, I think. It's a pretty fascinating thing. Who's this fellow standing out here? Friend or foe?
Good afternoon.
I guess we lost our boar friend that we had. Chlorophyll? More like borophyll. Anyway, it's a secret society of assassins. They're fairly supernatural in that if you want to summon them, like to get a contract to them so they will kill somebody of your choosing, you have to do like a black sacrament, I think is what it's called. And basically, it's sort of this like witchcraft type ceremony, and basically they send a representative. Somehow they get the call through that, and they send a representative to negotiate the contract. So, oh, this person, what? Is that boar still after me? Kinda. Oh, got me. The thing about random bandits on the road, they use arrows that you didn't you didn't necessarily account for using. So that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. Oh, the boar is helping me out. Get her, boar. Oh yeah. Actually, that might not have worked out well for us. The boar has more health than the bandit did. But she did have dwarven arrows. Oh my gosh, we're already to the dwarven stage. I don't know how this is even happening. But you best believe it's happening. We're going to try to outrun this boar, because I don't really want to use all these arrows up. Robber's Glen Cave. We discovered a new place. Looks like there's yet another... Oh, that's a bear. Bears are fast. Faster than boars. Although we still can outrun bears, I believe, which is not realistic in the least. You're not going to outrun a bear if you see one in the woods. Let me just tell you that. In case you didn't know, you're not going to outrun one. So... They look like they'd be big and kind of clunky and slow. They're not. They're not. They're friggin' fast. Robin Hood, that boar. Oh, no, we found the... Oh, this might even be worse, guys. I think this is a Yeah, Harcane Grove. It's kind of a Minotaur Grove. That's not good. Although, Minotaurs are pretty slow. You see that? There's a unicorn over there. Did you guys see that? Ooh, we got smacked. Look at this. I gotta show this. I'm not gonna steal it because it's majestic and beautiful, and I don't want to taint it. Look at that. That's a freaking unicorn, guys. Look at that unicorn. All right, we're out. We're out. We've seen enough of this mystical grove. We actually haven't. We'd like to spend more time in the mystical grove, but I don't want to die. Run for your life! I know, I'm trying to run frantically out of there. We're almost to the Inn of Ill Omen, which is where we were trying to travel. Ooh, possibly one of the most dangerous. We found Mingo Cave. Look at that. There's a troll over there. But this is the most dangerous, one of the most dangerous enemies in the game right over here. That is a will-o'-the-wisp. Oh my gosh, are they freaking annoying. And powerful. And the Minotaurs are still following me. This is not good because it looks like there's an Oblivion Gate dangerously close. And there it is. Dangerously close to the Inn of Ill Omen. This is the Inn of Ill Omen. Where we're going to finish our initiation into the Dark Brotherhood. Alrighty. Minerva. McGonagall. Mannheim Mallhand. What a name.
We got plenty of rooms if you want one. Ain't nobody staying here these days except old Rufio.
Oh, great. Rufio, the guy we're here to kill. Why don't we ask about him?
Rufio? He's an old codger. Been living here for a couple of weeks now. If you ask me, he's hiding from something. But what do I care? He pays his tab. His room is downstairs, in what I like to call the private quarters. Use that hatch in the floor over there, but don't expect a warm reception.
Man, that guy doesn't realize how badly he just shot himself in the foot. So now Rufio, he just gave us Rufio, basically. He doesn't know it, but he just gave us Rufio. And he said one of the only good things about him is that he pays his rent. Well, he's not about to pay his rent anymore.
Have you seen a land dreg? We call them billies.
About to,
steer clear
about to
of
not
them,
be able to pay
though.
anything.
Farewell, and tell your friends, the Inn of Ill Omen is open for business.
I don't know if you guys can
as
hear that.
always.
It is still the combat audio it's playing. So here we go. We got the private quarters. We're going to get the fresh save on it, and here we go. No more rent. Yeah, it's exactly what's going to happen. Oh, what? Oh, no! Oh, my... Okay, that Minotaur can't fit through the door. What is happening? How did the Minotaur get down here?
Watch out.
Oh, no, this is going to be great.
I'm just warming up.
Oh, yeah, beat him up, old man. Oh, my God. What is happening?
What's the matter? Getting tired? This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Oh, my gosh. The Minotaurs just did our dirty work for us. What? The man named Rufio is dead. The next time I sleep in a location he deems secure, Lucian LeChance will visit me once more and complete my entrance into the Dark Brotherhood. So we didn't even lift a finger to kill this guy. Wow. Are we some Dark Brotherhood posers or what? Holy crap. I have never seen that happen before. And I don't even know what just happened. I've never seen that. I should be able to kill them pretty easily now, assuming that door will stay open. Because they won't really be able to get to me, but you guys saw, like, one hit how much damage they did. And they still can actually swing through the door. Super Minotaur attack, should have seen it coming. I had no idea that Minotaurs would follow me into an inn. So they can't even fit in through this door here, but yet they can fit in through the main door. And not only then they can follow me down a tiny little trap door. As our dear pal Hercules would say, hashtag video game logic. Although he doesn't really say hashtag. He just talks about the video game logic. That was the last of our well, whatever arrows those were. That was the last of them. Let's use some silver arrows. And our bow also lost its charge. There goes one Minotaur. Ooh, that one swings so far through the doorway. He can swing through the door. Unfortunately, I cannot shoot through the door. That's just, again, video game logic. Another thing I might need to try here. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can... I think I have some spells I could maybe do. Command creature up to level 5. That's probably more than level 5. Let's see. That's a target attack there. Fireball is 5 points for 3 seconds, so 15 total damage. Yeah, let's try this. Let's try weak fireball. Let's give it a shot. I am not a wizard by any means. As you can see, I cast the spell 3 times, and it's like, oh yeah, destruction increased. How did you hit me? Oh my gosh, what a butthole. Alright, well, let's just finish this bad boy off here. It's not been pretty. It has not been pretty at all. They dropped a Dwarven Warhammer and a Steel Warhammer. And our target of the Dark Brotherhood, Rufio, is dead. We didn't even get to kill him. So that is, wow, that's amazing. Minotaur of the Grove, you guys are the real Dark Brotherhood. I wonder if Lucy and LeChance is going to meet them in their sleep. Here's what's really savage. It looks like we can sleep in his bed. So let's see if Lucian visits us here.
So, the deed is done. How do I know this? You'll find that the Dark Brotherhood knows a great many things, for you are now part of the family.
Does he know that we're a poser? My life for the Brotherhood! Now what? I kind of like this whole silent type thing, so I'm going to go with it.
Now, heed these words. The slaying of Rufio was the signing of a covenant. The manner of execution, your signature. Rufio's blood, the ink. As a speaker of the Black...
My manner. It's my signature.
Particular group of family members. You will join that group and fulfill any contracts given. You must now go to the city of Cheydinhall, to the abandoned house near the eastern wall. Enter the basement and attempt to open the black door.
Yeah, I think so, Jeremy. I think silence is a valid option.
Answer thusly. Sanguine, my brother.
Sanguine, my brother.
You will gain entrance to the sanctuary.
The question being,
inside,
what is the color of night?
Ochiva. We must now take our leave of each other, you and I, for there is much work to be done. I'll be following your progress. Welcome to the family.
Let's ask about the covenant that we, well, quite frankly, didn't make.
Know this. Every dark brother and sister is a child of Sithis. He whom we call Sithis has many other names. Chaos, Doom, Discord.
Discord?
Sithis
What?
is the void.
We have a Discord.
We of the Dark Brotherhood serve the Night
We have a
Mother,
Sithis.
who's the bride of Sithis. The Night
Start calling it our
Mother rules the
Sithis server.
with a terrible black hand. The Black Hand is the ruling body of the Dark Brotherhood. It is made up of one listener and 4 speakers. 4 fingers and a thumb, if you will. As a member of the Dark Brotherhood, you must abide by the 5 tenets. They are the laws that guide and protect us.
It's a little bit interesting that you know, such a cutthroat, pun intended, band of assassins would have a list of rules that you have to abide by. But let's find out what those are.
The 5 tenets are as follows. Tenet 1. Never dishonor the Night Mother. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. Tenet 2. Never betray the Dark Brotherhood or its secrets. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis.
The Wrath of
Tenet
Sithis.
3. Never disobey or refuse to carry out an order from a Dark Brotherhood superior. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis.
That's a big one right
Tenet
there.
4. Never steal the possessions of a Dark Brother or Dark Sister. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis.
You guys see a common theme here?
Tenet 5. Never kill a Dark Brother or Dark Sister. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis.
Got to duck out for an early wake up tomorrow. Later, boys. All right, Jeremy. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. And we'll catch you some other time, man. Ooh, we can ask about the fellow that we killed. Well, he did die. We didn't kill him.
Rufio lies dead. Well done. The family will now welcome you with open arms.
Wonderful. And last, who is this Sithis guy?
How does one best describe our dread father? Imagine a perfect, cloudless midnight, cold as winter ice and shrouded in shadow. That is Sithis.
You guys got it? You guys know what Sithis is all about now? Because I really don't.
You are now one with the Dark Brotherhood. Visit Ochiva at the Cheydinhall Sanctuary, and your new life will begin.
We really don't look like much. Especially when we kind of, like, we're kind of slumped over a little bit. Pretty much always. I mean, I think we stand up a little more straight when we don't have a weapon drawn. But for whatever reason, we really like hunching over. Our Bow of Embers is discharged once again. And it's almost broken, so we need to get that thing fixed. Honey, did you just subscribe to me? Thanks, hon. Are you, I guess you're going to be enjoying September. For those of you guys that don't know, the missus and I are not currently in the same household. She's traveling for work, so she's stopping by while on her work trip. So everybody wish her the best on her business trip. It just started today, so she'll be back Friday. But thanks, hon. Love ya. And I'm glad that you subscribed. We'll re-equip our steel arrows. And yeah. Great. She might be lurking. She might be lurking on us.
What is it, citizen?
I think my mic... Yeah, my mic and cam cut out for a second there. You keep cutting in and out for me, so I couldn't hear much of what you said, but love you too. Thanks, Inkling. Yeah, I looked over and I saw my mic was messed up. Or actually, I saw my mic was messed up first before my camera. So, the mic sometimes will fix itself. The camera will never fix itself. I have to do that on my own, so... Bit of an odd happening, but we're all pretty used to it by now, I guess. Let's see. 8:37. The stores might still be open. Probably not. Nope, just probably closed at 8 o'clock. So we'll wait a nice 12 hours until they open again. Just out here on the street. I think we leveled up right near the end of last stream, so I don't think that we're... short on leveling up. I think we're okay. Yeah, we are. Oh, dang it. Maybe they open at 9. Wait, one more hour. Definitely be open at 9:45. No doubt about that. The reason, though, we're going is because my repair skill is still not good enough to repair magical items. So my chest armor and my bow, I cannot repair myself, which sucks. But that's how it works in this game. You gotta get to a certain level of repair.
Well met.
But Rosan can repair.
Let me take a look at what you've got.
Her skill is good enough. So she can repair those kinds of things. The next thing I want to do, though,
BC.
we got to go... Our Bow of Embers is really only... it's really... The only reason why it's good is because it's enchanted. So we got to keep that... We got to keep it charged. And to do that, we need to go into the Mystic Emporium to get it recharged. They basically do it for... I don't know if Calendil can do it. He cannot.
Goodbye.
But our lady over here can.
Yes.
Arlen Way.
Always keep your
Basically,
magical
it's
equipment
1
charged.
gold for every bit of charging. So it's not cheap. Definitely not cheap.
You too.
But our bow is back, and I think let's check this out here. Still is only 60 uses, so we're using 20 per shot. So it's not great. It's not great for that. It probably needed to be enchanted with a larger soul gem when it was enchanted the first time. But I don't envision we'll be keeping this Bow of Embers for too much longer. There are a lot of other good weapons out there.
Hello.
Hello. Don't mind me wandering into this abandoned house. So as you notice, the door's all boarded up, but you can still walk in the front. That's how the Dark Brotherhood rolls. We've already been through here prior to actually joining the Dark Brotherhood, so I was not able to answer the question at the door, sort of their password. It's a lovely door, by the way, very inviting. Very inviting, and the pool of blood down here, top-notch hospitality we got going on here.
What is the color of night?
Sanguine, my brother. Lets us right in. I've gained entrance into the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. I must now speak with Ochiva. Glad to be home.
Greetings, brother. Greetings. I am Oshiva, mistress of this sanctuary. Lucien has told me all about you. I welcome you to the Dark Brotherhood.
Thank you,
You
Oshiva.
stand now in our sanctuary.
Very kind
May
of you.
it serve as your new home, a place of comfort and security whenever the need arises. When you're ready for work, go and speak with Vicente Valtieri. He handles all assignments for new family members. But before you go, please accept this gift
Oh,
from your new
yeah.
family. A unique set of armor, lighter than normal leather and black as the void.
This is actually
Now, I've kept
quite
you long
helpful,
enough.
I believe.
Vicente is waiting. You'll find him in his quarters. Go now, my child, and may Sithis go with you.
So we got the shrouded armor and the shrouded hood. We're probably not going to be wearing this chainmail anymore. Lucien Lachance, that's a familiar name.
Lucien isn't here very often. His duties with the Black Hand keep him very busy, so he trusts me to keep the sanctuary in order.
Night Mother.
To employ the services of the Dark Brotherhood, one must perform a ritual.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier.
Only then will she heed their prayers for murder. It is an ancient rite, this black sacrament. All across the Empire, every day, people beseech the Night Mother to take the lives of others.
Kind of terrifying, huh? Every day.
After a person performs the ritual, they are contacted by a speaker. Gold is exchanged, and the details worked out. So it has always been.
So pretty much, I mean, it's hired assassin work, but it's got like this little bit of it's got this tiny little bit of supernatural to it, you know?
I've heard some talk. This past year, some family members have been found murdered. Could there be an assassin among assassins?
We're going to hear more about that later, I believe.
Ours is not the only Dark Brotherhood sanctuary. There are others hidden throughout Cyrodiil, each one overseen by a Speaker of the Black Hand.
So there are 4 others. It would seem there were. Lucian told us there were 4 speakers of the Black Hand, plus then a listener. So if the listener does not also oversee a sanctuary, it would remain to be seen. There are 4 other Dark Brotherhood sanctuaries. We don't know anything about them, but that's just in Cyrodiil.
Those fools in the church and their so-called 9 divines. There is no divinity beyond the eternal and terrible rule of our dread father Sithis.
All right.
Go now, dear family.
Let's take a look at this shroud armor. 11. It's going to do 11 for us right now. What do we have? We do 20. So it's actually going to be considerably less in terms of armor than what we've got on now. And by considerably less, I mean 1 less than what we have now. I'm not really sure how we're getting the other, because right now we have 11 armor from the Shrouded Armor and 1 from the Shrouded Hood, which is 12. I'm not sure where we're getting the other 7 defense from. I wonder if it's... we have a shield and something else. Something else is giving us more. And the shield doesn't even count because it's not currently equipped, but it looks pretty cool. I like the way it looks, and it's going to give us huge sneak bonus, illusion bonus, marksman bonus, blade, and acrobatics, all things we need. We're pretty bad at blade. But 10 points of marksman, 10 points acrobatics, 10 points sneak. Yeah, I think so. I'll take it. I'll take it. So.
And may the Night Mother wrap you in her cold, loving...
We kind of feel like we're kind of fast here.
My newest brother. I welcome you to our family.
This guy seems like he wants to chat.
May you find yourself at home here in the loving embrace of Our Lady, the Night.
Everybody's so friendly here.
May Sithis be with you.
Antoinetta Marie. That's kind of...
Welcome, brother. So good to
funny
finally
name.
meet you. I hope you're getting along all right.
I am. Thanks.
Good luck, brother. I hope you don't get killed. I mean, well, you know.
What is this? The Dark Guardian? There's a skeleton roaming with a dwarven claymore. We have a Dark Brotherhood training room. There is a some living quarters. Always a place to level up then.
But why, sister? What's the point? Why should anyone bother with all that sneaking and skulking?
My dear Gogren, you are a life-taker for the Dark Brotherhood. Our very existence relies on shadow and deception.
Let's see, this guy's saying, why do you sneak around?
I am honored by your presence. How can
Yes, of course I value our secrets, and I've never betrayed them. But using stealth to kill...
And this guy's like, I don't care about using stealth. I just wander in there and kill.
But brother, what of the contracts that require subtlety? You must at least strive to earn the bonuses that are offered.
Bonuses? Useless, I say. Gold and magical trinkets are no substitute for the freedom to slaughter anyone.
So this guy's saying, I don't even care if I get paid more. I'm just killing.
Oh, Gogren. Your methods may be crude, but your heart is all...
Ah, here you are.
Oh.
So good to finally meet
We
you.
dropped right down into this dude's room. He looks like he's got an enchanted elven claymore on his back. So this is Vicente Valtieri. You're going to notice something a little different about him.
Warmest greetings to you. I trust you've already spoken with Ochiva. I am Vicente Valtieri. I provide assignments for all new family members. Please do not let my appearance unnerve you. The needs and tenets of the Dark Brotherhood come before my own needs as a vampire.
A vampire.
Now, if you're ready to get to work, I can provide you with your first contract.
Let's ask about being a vampire.
I was stricken with vampirism 300 years ago while on an expedition deep into the ashlands of Vardenfell. For nearly 100 years I hunted in secret until the Dark Brotherhood found me. Now I have a family that accepts and even values my unique gift. Perhaps in the future, when I feel you have earned the right, I will offer you a chance to become a hunter of the night.
So that's got to be a pretty good feeling, I'd say. You feel like you're all alone, and then all of a sudden you find out, actually, somebody would really like me to be involved.
A contract is a secret pact one enters into with the Dark Brotherhood. They provide us with gold, and we remove someone from existence. A contract is fulfilled by a skilled assassin such as yourself, who keeps the Dark Brotherhood's end of the bargain. So it has always been. While carrying out a contract, you may have the opportunity to earn a bonus if certain parameters
We're
are
going
met.
for every bonus, by the
Now,
way. We want
let's
every
begin,
bit we
shall
can
we?
get.
I'm not sure how you feel about pirates, but you've got to kill one. A captain, in fact, on his ship, surrounded by his crew. Interested?
Yeah. I'll accept.
Excellent. Here is what you must do. Go to the waterfront district of the Imperial City. There you will find a ship named the Marie Elena. Board the ship and find its captain, Gaston Tussaud. He'll be in his cabin. Eliminate Tussaud in any manner you see fit. The pirates have been moving a lot of cargo on board lately.
We've already
You may
kind
be
of
able to
seen this
smuggle
ship.
yourself on board in one of the packing crates. Oh, and one more thing. Get into the habit of asking your fellow family members about any current contract. Their insight may prove invaluable.
All right, so it didn't seem like he mentioned a bonus, but we've actually already seen this ship. We just haven't done anything with it. Let's ask. We'll go ahead and clear all these out. Vicente's kind of a big deal here, so. But first, we're going to ask specifically about the contract.
As a pirate, Gaston Tussaud has certainly spilled his share of blood. Someone wants revenge, and they've hired us to extract it. When I first joined the family, this sanctuary was controlled by another speaker. Lucien took over when she was killed while fulfilling a contract.
Oh, great. That tells us a lot about Lucien.
The Night Mother speaks to only one member of the Dark Brotherhood, the Listener of the Black Hand. And when Our Lady speaks, death follows.
All right.
The Count of Skingrad is not all he seems. Let's just say I'm not the only one who enjoys his evening.
Oh, we already knew that. We met that dude.
This sanctuary has been here since before even I joined the Dark Brotherhood, and that was 200 years ago.
This homie's been in the same sanctuary for 200 years now.
Sithis is the darkness of time immemorial. He is no Daedra and dwells not in the realm of Oblivion. No, Sithis is something altogether different.
All right, so again, that doesn't really tell us anything about Sithis.
Spill some blood for me, dear brother.
All right, so he said we should ask our... Look at this dude, sleeps on a stone slab. Wow. Ooh, Vicente's note to Ochiva. Hang on a second. We gotta read this. If we can find it again, here we go. Ochiva, damn that young fool Antoinetta and her experimental recipes, as if the stench of her cooking weren't bad enough. Last week she made a particularly offensive dish consisting of mandrake, onions, and garlic. Garlic! I have told her repeatedly of the danger this plant poses to me, but she has obviously not heeded my warnings. It is strange, this reaction I have to garlic. In all my wanderings, in all my research, I have never encountered another vampire thusly affected. It is true that some popular lore holds that all vampires have an inherent weakness to garlic, but this is simply not the case. My situation, as far as I can tell, is unique. If I were to somehow come into contact with garlic, if it in some way came to be on my person, the results could be catastrophic. I would most certainly suffer from a loss of strength and stamina, and fear my resistance to magic would be nearly completely nullified. So please, Ochiva, as mistress of the sanctuary, I beg you to keep Antoinetta on a tighter leash. I love her as a sister, of course, but cannot be held accountable for my actions should she continue to disregard my own personal safety. The tenets clearly state that one family member may not kill another, but I don't need to remind you there is no restriction against draining Antoinetta of a few pints of precious life's blood. So, yeah, he's getting a little feisty about it. Let's go ahead and put that back. I don't need to be carrying that around. These old wooden doors are huge and heavy and slow. We're just looking around for people to ask about this contract now.
Honored. I see you've accepted the contract from Vicente. Very good. With every life you take, Sithis grows stronger and the Brotherhood flourishes.
All right. See if Ochiva can help.
I killed a pirate once. Of course, the ship was out to sea at the time, somewhere between Vardenfell and Solstheim. Now, those were the days.
That was not even in the least bit helpful, Ochiva.
Dear family member, and may the Night Mother wrap you in her cold, loving embrace.
Not helpful in the least, but thank you for that. Thanks, but no thanks, I guess. That's just the Dark Guardian, so there's nobody else in that room. What are the training grounds? Ah, here's our orc friend.
Welcome. Welcome to the family. I'd hug you, but Ochiva told me not to.
I can't ask about why he can't, why she said not to hug me.
So, your first contract. No chance for a bonus, huh? Oh, that's all right. You're better off. Who needs magic items when you've got raw skill? And the great thing about killing a target up close and personal is you can talk to him before you do it. You know, say something scary.
Scary.
Well, for example, this one time, I had a contract to kill a little Nord girl at her birthday party. She asked me if I was the jester. So I said to her, "No, I am a messenger of death." You should have seen the look on her face. Anyway, she won't be seeing age 6.
Wow. Killed a 5-year-old. That's kind of how heartless the Dark Brotherhood is. They don't care. They don't even have the option to turn down a contract. Once they're told to kill somebody, they have to do it. If they don't, well, it's not good for them. As we learned from Lucian, it invokes the wrath of Sithis. So those were some good books for us. We were able to improve our marksman and light armor. Some poisons. Oh, hand to hand. That doesn't really. We don't like that. That doesn't really help us. Ooh, 5 iron arrows. Who would have guessed? If we see any arrows, we're picking them up.
So good to see you.
Antoinetta,
Yes, dearest brother.
help me with this contract.
I've travelled by prison ship. It was cramped and dark. There was little room to move around, but plenty of shadowy nooks to hide in. Remember that.
Okay. I think
Good luck, brother.
the only person we have left is that other Argonian, it seems. No, that's not true. There's like another elf archer. We haven't asked her yet either. And we're just kind of on the lookout too. This is a sanctuary where we can kind of take anything we find, pretty much. There's Vicente. Yeah, Telendril. Telendril? Oh, Mirage Dar? I don't know her.
You are like a dark gift from the Night Mother herself. Please, tell
And then here's
Hello.
Tainava.
What is it I can do?
Help me.
The Marie Elena, you say? I've seen that ship. There's a unique balcony at the stern.
See, this is the kind of info and
Yes,
intel we
it
needed.
leads to the captain's cabin. Could be useful.
So there's a balcony that leads basically straight to this dude's room, is what he's
Be
saying.
with you.
So maybe, just maybe, there's something we can do about that. You guys will notice too. Whoa, a ring. It looks like I can lock. These are all locked, but I can pick them without it being considered stealing, is what it looks like.
You are like a dark gift from the Night Mother herself.
Here's Telendril.
Hello, brother.
She is
It's
currently
good to
not
see you
wearing
again.
her armor. She doesn't sleep in
The
her
Night
armor.
Mother has been smiling upon you, I hope.
Help me.
Pirates, eh? They tend to be quick and good with a blade, but don't favor armor. They're not fond of bows or spells either.
Okay, so in other words, if I use magic against them, seems like they're probably going to be not very keen on that.
May your arrows always strike.
Mirage Jaw. I really don't remember. Oh, this is the Khajiit. I don't remember him, though.
You again. I thought I made it clear I'm not looking for a friend. If you're here to buy or sell something, get on with it already.
Oh, what? So everybody was really nice to me except for this dude. And I have never talked to him
Buy
before.
cities. I don't have all day. Hurry it up.
Here's a bow. 11,000 gold that we don't have. It only... It's kind of funny, though. So it does 10 points of fire and frost damage, but it only has 7 charges. And then it doesn't do those damages anymore. So it's not very good. This one uses 1 charge, 60 charges. It's kind of interesting. These steel arrows are worth more than they are somewhere else. So he's got some good stuff. It's just kind of expensive because he really does not like me. Does not care for me. But let's see if there's anything I can sell to him. Actually, I can sell all this chainmail stuff.
That's a good...
Alright. That's not a ton, but there's at least some stuff. I mean, at least got some stuff. I'm not going to wear this anymore. 332 gold, which is almost maxing him out. We'll sell that. We're not getting rid of the Necklace of Night Sight. That's we need that. I don't even know that we can sell. Necromancer stuff is pretty cheap. These rings are cheap.
You've got a great deal there.
And I can't... I'm not going to sell that one either, so... mainly because I would max him out, and I'm not going to sell him something that I max him out on. These... Let's see, Fortify Strength, 10 points, 60 seconds. Not real interested.
You've got yourself a deal, idiot.
He called
I can sell it for 5 times
idiot.
its worth.
Get yourself a deal, idiot. I'm carrying around 6 pounds worth of magic potions.
I can't do that.
I gotta sell a little bit. I gotta sell a few less of those because he can only sell for 400 gold at a time. Kind of a weird little loophole. Skooma improves strength and speed for 20 seconds. Tremendously. So I'm gonna... it's kind of bad, but I'm gonna hang on to that. It is a psychotropic drug, but I'm gonna hang on to that. We got some poison, fatigue, intelligence. We can get rid of that.
You've got a great deal there.
We'll get rid of our
You've made
sorcery.
a good bit of gold. You've got an excellent bargain.
Obviously, we need healing. Cure poison's not bad to have. Damage personality, that's okay. I don't care. That's not gonna help me kill somebody. Fatigue and strength, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Last but not least, Flash Bolt. If we've already learned some of these, Fortify Personality Tome. As long as we've learned them, I don't care. We can get rid of them. I'm gonna get rid of all those. We just gave this dude 10 torches. And we're also gonna see what other kinds of spells he'll sell us, but let's take a look at all these tomes. We'll add Flash Bolt. We'll add Fortify Personality. 5 points. And it looks like that's it. So we'll sell those because they're not worth anything anymore.
Again.
Basically, once you
By cities, I don't have all day.
once you learn a spell that's from a tome, then you don't really need that tome anymore. So you can't really do anything else with it.
You've got yourself a deal, idiot. Now I can sell it for 5 times its worth.
We still don't have anything that does Soul Trap, and because we're in the Mages Guild, we can find those all the time.
You drive.
So there's no point in hanging on to them.
You've got yourself a deal, idiot.
We're getting
Now I
closer
can
and
sell it
closer
for
to that
5
5,000
times its
gold
worth.
barrier.
Just
Getting really close.
by cities, I don't have all day. Hurry
Black
it up.
Winter. Let's see. Are there any of these good? 10 points for 2 seconds. Shroud Walk. Ooh, that's a chameleon. Chameleon is a really interesting thing. Chameleon is different than invisibility because you can actually do things. Void Gazer, Night Eye for 150 seconds. It's really good. Will of Sithis. That controls a humanoid. So this would have been the best bang for our buck. But we do not need a Night Eye thing anymore. We have that amulet, so...
Foul-smelling ape.
This amulet right here, Necklace of Night Sight. But currently, we do have another amulet. We're going to try to make sure that our Spell Drinker amulet, one of these amulets is on at all times. So this absorbs spells, which is good. Makes us a little bit tougher to take down with spells. So we're going to make sure that one of those is active at all the time. I'm going to equip this one. It should unequip. Yeah. It unequips the other.
Get away from me.
And we've asked everybody else that is willing to tell us anything about this contract. We've asked them already. So... off we go. The ship, like I said, we've seen it before, surrounded by crew members, and they say basically, stay off the ship or we'll kill you. So, in other words, we can't just like walk up and get on the ship. It's not going to work. So, real quick, I am starting to feel... Let's see. Horse got stabled outside the city gate. I'm starting to feel like my throat is itching a little bit. And I realize I forgot my water. It's not over here. So I'm going to grab my water and a few cough drops so that I don't cough all over this microphone. And I'll be right back. All right. My apologies on that. As I said, I just thought it'd be better than me coughing all over the microphone. So I've got a cough drop in now. I think it's a honey lemon one. It was rather sticky when I went to go open it. So I don't know. It's just... it's fine. It's working. I got my water too. Got my water bottle over here now finally. So we should be good for the rest of the stream. So you can see the ship moored over here. This is the ship that we're needing to sneak onto.
But I hear their meat is rather tasty.
Good night.
You can see these are members of the crew here. Somehow they can't see me right here. We did improve our sneak by putting on this this armor. Even still, it's kind of surprising that they can't see us yet. They can now. Yes, we have some H2O. All right. You believe you could effectively hide in this crate and then be transported to the pirate ship Marie Elena. Do you wish to hide in the crate or try to find your own way? Let's hide in the crate. Just as expected, the crate I hid in has been transported to the ship's hold. I must now find and kill the Captain Gaston Toussaint. He's probably in his cabin at the rear of the ship on a higher deck. And since we're down here, we can check every dang container we want. Ooh, fur, huh? Fur is like the worst armor, by the way, in the game. It's not particularly good. That's why we're not really going to wear it. We are going to check all these. There's a mandrake root. Cure disease. That's pretty good. I also realized we haven't saved it in quite a while, so we should do that. This is almost like a secret room. I feel like anything in here should be really valuable. And nothing is valuable. There's one gold piece and a bunch of rice. All right. Well, that was not as exciting as I had hoped. It would be sneaking into a crate in the bottom of the ship. So far, we still haven't found anybody yet. Which is maybe a good thing, maybe not. We're good at sneaking. We're just not fantastic, so it's probably okay that we haven't found anybody yet. Although
I'm telling you, lad, it's...
Ooh. We're saving it now.
Woman on board a pirate vessel. Back in my day, it never would have happened.
Oh, come now. How many times has Malville saved our necks, huh? Captain Tussaud keeps her on for a reason. She's a better sailor than anyone.
Ooh, look at that guy standing up for her.
Hold there, laddie. Now you're just being insulted. She may be tougher than me, and meaner too, but a better sailor, it ain't even possible.
All right, how could I forget? That time we were almost dashed upon the rocks near the city of First Hole. That was somebody else at the helm.
I told you a million times it wasn't my fault. The wheel was covered with gold droppings. My hand slipped. Could have happened to anyone.
Well, it's never happened to Malville, has it? You know why? Because she could sail better than you in her sleep, you old fool.
Ah, you mark my words, boy. That dark elf trollop is bad luck. The captain will end up dead with her around. You'll see.
You'd better watch your tongue, old man. Captain Tussaud hears you talking like that, he'll cut it out. Now, come on. We've been gabbing long enough.
Captain Toussaint won't be alive long enough. I spent too long trying to get out of... Oh, no.
He was here a sec. Where he was here a second. Where are you? He was here a second.
Stay away.
I think the game's kind of glitching a little bit.
Where are you?
Why don't we reload that?
Your presence here will not be tolerated.
Where he was here a second. He was here a second.
Actually, we might not reload it. This guy's not... He's not doing a whole lot of damage. And then again, we're not doing a whole lot of damage to him either. Oh, he just disarmed us? What is happening?
What's that?
This is all messed up.
What's that? In the wind. Stay away. Damn rats. Skulking around in the shadows.
Show me what you've got.
Dang. I don't know if we're gonna get him or not. Doesn't look like we are. I'm not, this isn't, I was gonna say, this isn't the way I want to do this, so I was gonna either, like, kill him or die. I wasn't gonna just reload, but it's kind of odd,
Oh, come now. How many times has Malvilla saved our necks, huh? Captain Tussaud keeps her on for a reason. She's a better...
Okay, I definitely don't want that, though, either. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, come now. How many times has Malvilla saved our necks?
We're gonna wait till this dude, these dudes end their conversation. We're gonna go back. This guy seemed to, I don't know if this is the room he went into anyway.
And meaner too, but a better sailor, it ain't even possible.
So we might come tuck into one of these other rooms.
That time we were almost dashed upon the rocks near the city of Firsthold. That was somebody else at the helm.
So we'll have to listen to this whole conversation again. I'll save it again so that if I die again, we won't have to come back to this. We will save over it.
Could have happened to anyone.
Well, it's never happened to Malvillus, has it? You know why? Because she could sail better than you in her sleep, you old fool.
You old fool.
Ah, you mark my words, boy. That dark elf trollop is bad luck. The captain will end up dead with her around. You'll see.
You better watch your tongue, old man. Captain Tussaud hears you talking like that, he'll cut it out. Now, come on. We've been gabbing long enough.
Alright. Gonna do a new save. I'm gonna run back here. I think I probably just picked the wrong room. I can't even get to the place I want to be. Which looks like we're okay. That old man went to sleep. He went into, like, the writing room. So we'll save making it past them. And these chests are so teasy. Like, you think the pirates would have a decent idea of what goes in a chest, and they just don't. They just don't. I've gained access to the captain's cabin of the ship Maria Elena. I must now kill Gaston Tussaud. Alright. There he is. I think he just saw me, though. I don't know if he's going to actually come and find me, though. He's just kind of standing there. Apparently he can see me, but he's not doing anything about it. Let's go talk to him.
You ain't one of me crew. What business you be having here, mate? What in blazes? You ain't one of me crew.
He doesn't care, I guess.
Explaining yourself, mate, if you want to get off this ship alive.
I could say nothing again. The Dreadfather summons you. Justice is at hand, pirate. How about a true Dark Brotherhood line here? The Dreadfather summons you.
Ah, what are you, some kind of preacher or something? One of them crazies from the church? I ain't got time for this.
Oh, he wants to fight.
Die, damn you.
The question is, will this guy try to run away once I start kicking his butt? Oh, I missed. Got him. Gaston Tussaud is dead. Must now return to the sanctuary and speak with Vicente Valtieri to receive my reward. So you had a... Captain. Ooh, here we go. A sweet roll. Yeah. Oh, the lusty Argonian maid. What a dirty captain. We're going to read that, though. Alright, they just said they were going to come in here to search. I wanted to at least see what other stuff I could find in here first. But we remembered that our Argonian friend said there was a balcony over here. Which originally I thought maybe we would use that for entrance, but it actually seems like this would be better for escaping. So, just like that, we're off the ship. Just like that. But you can see, we probably could have used it for entrance as well. Let's save, because I want to get back in there and see if we missed anything. But I also don't want to get killed.
Should you need something, I will be happy to oblige.
I've seen plenty of alien ruins. You'd think they'd be picked clean after 2,000 years, but no. There's still great treasures there.
I've heard others say the same.
Have you heard any word?
There are two dudes in here just talking about random things. It looks like I might have left a scroll on that desk up there.
It seems Somerset Isle has become a much more dangerous place.
Bye.
Bye. Evening.
Well met.
What's
They're just going to keep talking?
I heard there were some goblins around here recently. Awful creatures.
I avoid those things whenever I can. Horrible creatures.
So long.
Farewell.
Leave, people. They still can't see me, but I'm... Maybe I should sneak around a little bit in here. They might actually leave eventually, but I could see him also just kind of standing there for a long time. So maybe we'll come back like way later. Alright, well, we need to go get paid anyway, so let's do that. We didn't get any sort of bonus because there wasn't a bonus option, but usually Dark Brotherhood contracts pay pretty well. Right now our gold sits at a total of 4,064, so we're really getting close to that 5,000 barrier, which is when we can buy our first house. Excuse me. Alright, Vicente, we got some good news for you, pal.
You are like a dark gift from the... So, the pirate has been eliminated. Excellent. No one will mourn his passing, and Sithis has been appeased. Please accept this black band as your reward. It is a ring whose powers are quite useful to those who value discretion.
Cool. So we got the black band. We just didn't get any gold, which kind of sucks. But now, I mean, we kind of still get gold because... Oh, actually, that fire shield is actually what's giving us that extra little bit of protection. The black band we could wear... What other... We have the Weatherward Circlet. Resist fire and frost. Actually, that's pretty good. That's 10% resists. It's going to be a little better than a fire shield. Resist magic. It's pretty, I don't know. I don't know what's better. Having less protection, more magic resistance, and also more light armor. Because light armor improves security. I'm not too worried about security. Because I'm pretty good at lockpicking anyway. Even with crappy security level, I can still lockpick most things. So, I don't know.
I've been meaning to speak.
We'll just kind of have to see what happens here.
I'm glad you've returned. The contract is waiting.
And we'll see what our next contract is.
We need you to stage an accident. Kill the target in the manner specified, and you'll receive a considerable bonus. Do you accept this contract?
So in this case, if we make it look like an accident, we get a bonus.
As I expected.
And so I accept.
Good. The target is a wood elf named Bainlin. You will find him at his home in Bruma. Enter secretly and avoid his manservant, Grom.
A manservant.
On the second floor is a secret door leading to a crawl space. Inside are the fastenings of a mounted head that hangs over Bainlin's favorite chair. Loosen those fastenings any night between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m., and the head will surely fall on Bainlin as he relaxes in his chair.
8 p.m. to 11. That's the same time we stream,
guys. If Bainlin is eliminated in any other manner, or if the manservant Grom is killed, you will forfeit the bonus. Now go, and may Sithis be with you.
Man. That is the same time we stream. So Balin, let's just claim this. Let's just pretend this dude's streaming. This dude's streaming, and he's going to relax in his chair. It's his favorite gaming chair. And we have to make a little something something fall on his head. And that will kill him. Doesn't seem, you know... Doesn't seem much different than what we're doing now. Guy's just relaxing. I don't have a manservant, though. So, there is that.
A coin for an old
Yeah, I know.
baby.
Whoa. Crazy. Here is the fellow's home. Easy to lockpick into. The only problem is we don't want to run into his manservant, and a lot of times... You better watch your head. I know. I'm trying to think about what's above me. As my light is, but that wouldn't hurt me if that fell. I've entered Balin's house. If I can access the second floor crawl space and loosen the fastenings on the mounted head between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m., it will fall on Bainlin as he rests in his chair. If Bainlin dies any other way, or if Grom is killed, I'll lose my bonus.
The master doesn't like visitors. Leave this house, now. If you're still here in 20 seconds, I will be forced to crush you.
Alright, well, I'll be going then. I'm gone. Okay, so that was his manservant. Looks like he does have a little, another way to get in. He's got a basement. See if we can't sneak into this basement. Alright. Once again, it looks like we got a bunch of different crates and stuff. There's probably not a whole lot of things of value down here. And pretty much nothing of value down here, so... Thanks, Bainlin, for keeping nothing good down here for me to rob. And now I get to break in once again. This is great. I don't ever auto-attempt. The auto-attempt is useful when you do have a high security skill, but I don't. Mine's only 43. It's not bad, but it's not great. And here's the thing to do. So we know it's upstairs in a crawl space. Looks like it's going to be one of those two things. That one's underneath a chair, so let's go this way. And there's a crawl space door. We took some Cyrodiilic brandy. Kind of want to explore this house a little bit. There's a chest we can peek into. Let's go ahead. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's check into this chest. Oh, that was crap. With a controller, I can usually pick at whatever pace I want. I haven't quite gotten used to picking with a mouse yet. So let's check the time. It's 9:47 a.m. So we know between 8 and 11, this homie is going to be sitting in his chair. So all we got to do is wait, but we can't wait. That's because... Why is that? I don't know why that is. I don't know why it thinks there are enemies nearby. Because there aren't really. More or less. I mean, I guess maybe it's because we ran into Grom. Oh no!
Showing your face was the last mistake you'll ever make.
Dang, okay. Well, I messed that up pretty good. So we're gonna have to reload. I messed that up bad. I didn't think Grom was gonna be coming up the stairs. Oh, crap. You effed up, I know. I really did. I really, really did. I was gonna try to see what was in here. Oh, look, he's here. He's got some Nirnroot, just chilling. Nothing else really all that special. The problem is, though, if I can't wait, and it doesn't seem like I can, then I'm going to have to exit the house. This is probably Grom's room, which is part of the problem. We do have a detect life spell though, so maybe we can see. So Grom is down there. Looks like Bainlin is over here. Let's see where Grom heads. He's the reason why we can't wait right now. So maybe what we should do might be a better... Oh, here, okay, here he comes. Maybe? He's just kind of standing on the stairs. What we might have to do, we might have to go back into the basement or outside and wait and then break back in. Because with Grom having met us, apparently the game thinks he's an enemy right now. So, which is not supposed to be the case, although he is kind of lingering around dangerously close. So let's just go ahead and we'll kind of get this to where we can basically just go right on up there and he'll already be in his chair. So this is going to give us 2.5 hours to get the job. 2.5 hours in-game to get the job done. All right, 8:30. We will save over this save. Not the autosave, but that save. And then let's start breaking back in. I'm gonna make this pretty easy too, provided I can't be seen right away. I'm gonna make myself invisible. So we're now invisible. Hey, Empik! Good evening to you. How have you been? Let's make sure we're totally invisible right now. Yeah, this dude's just chilling in his chair. Look, here, I like doing this in third person. So He's chilling in his chair. There's that big, huge, like, mythical creature hanging out over him. Let's take a look. See if we can find his stupid manservant. There's his manservant. So this should be pretty easy now. All we got to do is just go and drop this thing on his head. How have you been, Empik? What's new in Empik's world? All right. Let's save this. I'm great. How was your weekend? I think we spoke last Friday. I had a pretty dang good weekend. How about you? I was saying early in the stream I got to go to Topgolf with my father-in-law and my brothers-in-law, and later met up with my wife, her mom, and our sister-in-law, and we had dinner together for my father-in-law's birthday. That was all here in our city, so we didn't really have to travel for that, which was really cool. But also just cool to spend time with all them. So, yeah, I'm getting over a pretty crappy cold. But it's almost over. I can feel it. So, yeah. How about your weekend? These appear to be the fastenings of a mounted minotaur head. As expected, they could have been loosened over time. You could easily remove the fastenings, causing the mounted head to crash to the floor below. Do you wish to remove the fastenings? Yes. Uh-oh. The mounted head has fallen on Balin, killing him as expected. I must return to the sanctuary and speak with Vicente Valtieri to receive my reward. Family time is awesome. Same here. Has some kind of cold thing, too. Something's been going around. I don't know if it was just the, like, slight change in temperature or just that weather front that moved through or what. But I feel like it's got to be something related to, like, weather patterns and pressure and stuff. I feel like a lot of people got sick recently. We know there's nothing worthwhile in that chest, so I'm not even going to bother hacking into it. But there's Nernroot over here. So we'll take that. Guide to Leowin. Don't care. Ooh, a chest. In my world, well, new job is tomorrow morning. Oh, nice. Got my driver's license this morning, so moving up in the world. So you got your driver's license this morning too. Dang, congratulations. It is and a new job, man. That's some big changes. Some big changes. Saw you live and want to pop in. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's been a pretty low-key evening for us. We're just enjoying the atmosphere of Oblivion. We're currently on the Dark Brotherhood quest line, which is one of my absolute faves, and it's one I haven't done in a long time, but unfortunately I still remember a lot of it. I was kind of hoping I could forget it somehow. That has not happened yet. We're just going to kind of look through these books. Love that one on Skyrim. Yeah, it's great in Skyrim too. I think it's even better in Oblivion, the Dark Brotherhood quest line. Dang, this is a tough lock. Whew. This one is a bear. Oh, that was lazy on my part. Like I said, I haven't quite got the hang of a mouse yet versus a controller. I'm used to the controller on this. Oh, those two were good ones. I gotta move my mouse away from the auto attempt area too. There we go. Oh yeah, that was worth it. Those were valuable. Definitely valuable ones. Alright, so check it out. You can kind of see through the railing here. Grom has his hammer pulled. Banelin's got some blood on the wall. He dead. He dead. Now I'm hoping I can just sneak out of here so I don't lose my bonus. I did listen to you. I saw Witcher on sale on Steam, so I ended up picking up the 60% off deal on there this morning, so I might try to stream it once I get my schedule figured out. Nice. Which one? Which Witcher did you end up grabbing? Which witch? Let's save. I don't want to run into Grom. Good. We got out of the basement. Perfect. Now we don't have to sneak anymore. nice. This one went pretty cleanly after we got around. Witcher Game of the 3 or Witcher 3 Game of the Year edition and like 2 expansions. Oh, did you? Wait, when you say the 2 expansions, did you just buy one thing? Did you just buy Game of the Year edition? Because Game of the Year edition comes with the 2 expansions, so you don't want to buy them both. Otherwise, you will have 2 copies. Okay, you think so? That's good. Yeah, hopefully that's the case. Because the Game of the Year edition comes with the 2 expansions. So, like I said, if you bought the expansions separately, then you would have basically bought 2 sets of the expansions. All right. I don't need to save, so let's just go ahead and travel. We're going to turn this bad boy in. Steam would have said something. I would hope so. I would hope so. I bought mine on GOG, so GOG is actually owned by CD Projekt, so they it goes on sale a little more frequently there. That's kind of why. That's why I did it. But it should be totally fine on Steam too. Wow. There is a Monday Night Football game on right now, and the New York Jets are beating the Detroit Lions by like 30 points right now, which is insane because the Jets were one of the worst teams in football last year. So I missed the GOG one, so when I saw I jumped on it. There was like 50 minutes left. Oh, dang. Yeah, you were cutting it down to the wire. But you're gonna have to let me know. Have you played any Witcher games before? I can't remember if we had talked about that or not.
So the accident
yes, check it out right up there. Sufferthorn.
Well done. You have more than earned your reward and bonus. I present to you this dagger. It's an enchanted blade known as Sufferthorn. Its prick is deadly, I assure you.
That's what she
yes,
said.
You are quite an asset to this sanctuary. In fact, I believe you are ready for advancement. I hereby appoint you Slayer.
Slayer. I got to say that in my Halo
now go,
voice.
Child of Sithis. Go and
Slayer.
rest. You need it.
Running riot. That's what I'm going to say when I kill somebody. Running riot. No, I haven't. You said it was possible to catch up story-wise otherwise, so I might try to watch, might read or try to watch walkthroughs. I got you. You are in for a treat, my friend. I've played all 3 of them. I guess I keep forgetting this dude does not automatically give me another contract.
Back for more? It just so happens I have another contract available. One that
I've played all 3. I've streamed Witcher 2 and Witcher 3. I've never streamed Witcher 1, but I do. I mean, if you wanted to watch my playthrough in particular for whatever reason, there are better ones out there. But if you wanted to watch mine, you can find it on my YouTube. I should have a playlist of my Witcher 2 streams. So, Witcher 1, you definitely want to try to watch a walkthrough of that. Most people do not enjoy that game enough to play it. So, I was kind of the exception to that because I'm so obsessed with the Witcher storyline. It is definitely hard to play nowadays with just how good The Witcher's gotten. So, oh, perfect. That works. Twitch already started deleting my VODs. Yeah. If you're not a Twitch Prime member, they get deleted real quick. And I'm kind of taking advantage of that. So, but if you want to save them, you can export them. And then that way they're always there on YouTube. Does never delete them. So, one option for you. I will gladly accept.
As always, you fail to disappoint me. Your target is a dark elf named Valen Dreth. He thinks he's safe in prison. He is tragically mistaken. A prisoner recently escaped from the prison using a set of secret tunnels connected to the Imperial City's sewer system. It's a perfect way inside.
I was that prisoner.
Just outside the Imperial prison is a grating that leads to the sewers. It has recently been tightly locked, but I will provide a key. It should be easy enough to locate Dreth in his small cell. Besides, I think you know the way,
Yeah, so that guy knows that I was the
Dreth has been
prisoner.
imprisoned for many years. His tongue is sharp, but his body is limp and frail. He will prove an easy, pleasurable kill. You will receive a bonus if you fulfill the contract without killing any of the prison guards. Now go, and may the Night Mother go with you.
All right, so one thing we did, we're going to have to make some changes for this. It's not a huge deal. We're still carrying the Blade of Woe. But we just got Sufferthorn, which is a better dagger. It does 3 damage. It's actually Elven. But you can see it has 51 uses. And it damages health 15 points. So really it does 18 damage per swing. That's huge for us. And it makes them weaker so that they don't hurt as badly when they attack us. Pretty amazing. So Sufferthorn is far and away the best dagger we could hope for at this point with our terrible blade skill. So we're going to use it early and often. I started doing that, but I'll miss some Kodor ones. Did you have a good time with your hiking crew? My hiking crew? Biking? Wait, was it biking? I think you mean biking. That's pretty close on the keyboard. You mean biking. Okay, I got it. Yes. It was raining all day Saturday. In the morning, we biked about 12 miles. It was just under. It was almost 12 miles. It was like 11.3. It rained the entire time, but it was good. Look at that dagger. You said you were coaching. I thought it was hiking. No, that's okay. Yeah. So my cross country team, they were supposed to have a meet. It got rained out because it was so flooded here. The course, usually what happens is the course, if you get too many people on it, it just basically turns to mud. So even though we didn't get a ton of rain like they did in the south, I mean, we still got a lot of rain for us, just not as much as they did. Basically what happens is it destroys the course. So the course that they run on. Oh, dang it. I didn't mean to go here yet. I want to go back to our hidey hole, Deep Scorn Hollow. So instead of going to the meet, though, since it got canceled, or delayed, I should say, it was delayed, we did a 11.3 mile bike. All right, I got to remember where this dang entrance is. In relation to this little dip over here. I think it's, yeah, right here. I just don't want to run out of air. I have a cough drop in my mouth and I'm still coughing. No bueno. So this is Deep Scorn Hollow. This is one of the DLCs for Oblivion. We bought the Game of the Year edition when it went on sale on GOG, so it was included. And basically, this is like a hideout for the Dark Brotherhood character. We are getting the remnants of that hurricane, and it's raining pretty hard. Oh, like, still Hurricane Gordon? Or are you getting the very beginning of Florence? Because I think we were talking about Florence coming your way real soon. Okay, Gordon. Yeah, which happens to be my father-in-law's name, so I'm glad it wasn't a more destructive storm. Not only for that reason, though, obviously. All right, so here's the cool thing about this game. Every storage item has the same amount of space, which is an unlimited amount of space. So check out what's in this tiny little unusual box. All of this stuff. All right. The Blade of Woe actually weighs nothing, so we don't really gain anything by dropping it. Actually, I don't even know if we could. Yeah, we can't. It is a quest item. We are carrying around a 10-pound staff. I might actually just go ahead and put that up for now. Definitely need to put these Necromancer stuff up. Robe of the Apprentice. And all of our ingredients. This is how we lose a lot of our weight that we're carrying around. Yep, now we only weigh 51 pounds. Ooh, we need to read The Lusty Argonian Maid. I gotta read that to you guys, if you guys are not familiar with it. It's a great book. Great book. And actually, the Crimson Eviscerator. That's also a pretty decent weapon. We might go ahead and bring this Staff of Paralysis. That might actually come in handy in the future. I think we're okay on everything else. Let's... Oops, hang on. There we go. Let's see if we can't read The Lusty Argonian Maid. It's a pretty good read, I'd say. All right, I need to get a drink before I read this. The Lusty Argonian Maid, Act 4, Scene 3, continued. Lifts her tail. Certainly not, kind sir. I am here but to clean your chambers. Crantius Colto, is that all you have come here for, little one? My chambers? Maybe I should read these in two different voices. Lifts her tail. I have no idea what it is you imply, master. I am but a poor Argonian maid. Crantius Colto, so you are, my dumpling, and a good one at that. Such strong legs and shapely tail. You embarrass me, sir. Fear not. You are safe here with me. I must finish my cleaning, sir. The mistress will have my head if I do not. Cleaning, eh? I have something for you. Here, polish my spear. But it is huge. It could take me all night. Plenty of time, my sweet. Plenty of time. End of Act 4, Scene 3. So you guys can imagine, we found that book on our captain, who we killed. Just carrying it around, you know, no big deal. Bit of an odd tale. Boy. Hey, I didn't write it, man. I'm just the messenger here. I am just the messenger. All right. So some of you guys, if you guys watched me play this the first time, like the very first stream we did on this, you'll recognize this guy. Oh, stupid crab. This is a good thing to have the Blade of Woe for. That way we can kill things, weak things that we don't need to use enchanted weapons for. No point in using all the enchantment up. I've entered the sewers beneath the Imperial Prison. I must now proceed through the sewers and into the prison itself and kill Valendreth. Okay. And while I do that, we'll make sure I can see. Might actually be able to improve our sneak skill a little bit, because there are some not super aware creatures down here. It's a very minor tone, I guess. You could say, but I really enjoy the music that plays when you're in dungeons and this exact music here. It's nothing flashy, it's nothing fancy, but I enjoy it. Alright, the last time we were in the sewers, we actually saw goblins. So don't be surprised if we see goblins again this time. I'd much rather see rats and crabs because, well, frankly, I hate goblins. So we'll just kind of keep an eye out. We're also able to increase our sneak skill on rats because they're pretty not self-aware, so there's that. Oh, something noticed us. Oh, it's a little stupid mud crab. Alright. We've got... Our waypoint's over there still. I'm not really sure which way we're supposed to be heading. Oh, dang it, another crab I didn't see. The crabs seem to be a little bit more aware than the rats. They've caught on a few times. When do we get to hear about these small changes to the stream? In about 20 minutes. About 20 minutes. It's not a... I don't want to be a huge tease or anything. Oh, what? Let me switch. I accidentally switched to third person. But yeah, in about 20 minutes. So, I want to try to get as far into this. Oh, dang it. I guess I was actually going around his back. I thought I was going up his front. These mud crabs were just determined to make sure that I did not get any sneak skill out of this. Alright. I think my... Oh! Okay, it's definitely facing left, right? Definitely is. I splashed in the water behind it. That didn't notice it. Like, it didn't notice that. Heaven forbid, though, if you walk in front of it and its tiny little eyes see you. And this guy's facing the opposite way, too. Alright. I think we're probably getting close to actually being in the prison. Now... Oh. This is a hard lock. Okay. I didn't expect this. Maybe I am going the wrong way. That was a tough tumbler. Tricky ones. Okay, seems like we are going the right way. They were not hiding me from... Yeah, this is the correct door. Just not hiding me from the harder locks. Oh, we increased our sneak skill, which means there's something in this water. Let's try to find out what. Because I'm kind of curious now if that means that there's something down there. There's some fish down there. I don't know if it's going to be worth it to go down there. Let's find out. These are some slaughter fish. actually do a lot of damage. But I'm able to actually do a fair amount of damage to them, too. Scales. Actually, didn't really seem like it was worth it to come down here. I'm not seeing any sort of treasure. Oh well. We improved our blade skill. So there's that. Heading to bed now, so I'll come back to this sometime. Good night and take care. All right, Inkling. Sounds good. Have a good night, and we'll catch you. We'll catch you later. All right. We'll be back. We'll be back with some Witcher on Wednesday. Witcher Wednesday, of course. Somehow I stopped sneaking. It was because I'm in the water. Actually, in the water. I turned that wheel without knowing at all what it does. Looks like it wants me to go that direction. So what did I turn the wheel for? Is there something over here? Killed a rat. There's a little tunnel over here. Well, tunnel up here. A gate. And another gate. And that one's sealed. So I don't know what that is. And actually looks like there's a chest over here. This rat's looking right at me. And he didn't see me. Dang. Somehow it looks like we actually might have snuck all the way through this thing with only rats and mud crabs in here. Because now we're headed into the actual... The sanctum being the actual jail. So that's interesting. Alright, and again, we only get a bonus if we're able to sneak past the guards without them... Without us... Oh my gosh. That was pathetic. We don't actually get anything unless we can make it through the guards without killing any of them. Put it that way.
Emperor is dead. They got no reason to come back.
And I don't think that... Yeah, this one is not ready for us to use yet.
That's exactly what I'm saying. But will the captain listen? No. We must.
So we're going to use this life detection, and basically we're just going to try to stay behind some corners and hope that we can stay out of the way.
Since that other one got away, he's the only one rotting down there.
Yeah, well, I guess you can't blame Captain Montrose too much. This is his big career move, after all. Got to impress that lot upstairs.
Yeah, true enough. Oh, well. I best be getting back to my watch. Hey, don't forget, we're meeting for drinks later at the Bloated Float.
Oh, I'll be there. How could I miss a chance to see you cower before that big orc bouncer?
I need these guys to stop talking and go away.
I ain't afraid of no one. Courage is my middle name. Oh, never mind.
Great. Okay. He's actually started walking away. Let's give it a new save. And I do not have the option to go invisible here. So I pretty much just have to hope that I don't run into anybody. And this is pretty much the same way I took when I escaped with the Emperor. That guy is... I can't... That's the only thing about this spell. I can't... Actually, he is facing my direction, so that's not good. Guy's got his back to me. I don't want to go that way. I need to go up these stairs here. Can I do it? My sneak skill improved. It seemed like we got there. Now I don't know if there are going to be more guards. I would assume there will be. I like that they're leaving some chests in here for me. Yeah, there's one. I'm fine as long as I stick to the shadows, but they have a torch, so... I don't want... I can't let them get close to me. Wow. They just straight up turned around. Dang. Oh, we got some new, those were some different potions there. Dang it. Kind of got stuck there for a sec. So again, I save it a ton because I don't like having to redo things. And waiting on people. Like, anytime where I have to wait, I'm going to go ahead and save it again.
What's that?
I thought that pillar might actually block it out.
Take that!
Did not, unfortunately. Did not block anything out. There is something you can do in this game to distract people. You can shoot arrows and stuff, and that'll actually get them to kind of look in that direction, but you're using an arrow to do so. It's not something... It's not like it's an actual unlimited resource. You know, you got to use one of your own. Did he turn around already? Dang, what a douche. Trying to stick to the shadows. That torch makes it a lot harder, though. Makes it a lot harder. Because the shadows obviously don't carry as much weight. He can just kind of walk through there and find us. We might be out of the guarded zone now. Hard to tell. We seem to be. So we're in the prison now. This was the area that those like rats broke through, and we chased the rats down there and found some goblins and stuff. This is like right outside that prison, though. Or prison cell, I should say. So, kind of a funny feeling. We're sneaking back into prison after escaping. And And this was our cell right here. They didn't even cover it back up. They just decided not to put another prisoner in there, it seems.
I have to admit, I'm gonna miss you, Dreth. Late night meetings, your pitiful little cries for help.
I told you I was going to get out of here. My time's almost up, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, well, what's it been? 7, 8 years? We've had a good long run, you and me. I always knew it would end someday.
11 years in this rat-infested hole. But I'm getting out, and you'll still be stuck
This guy's
in
a
here.
jerk and a half.
Oh, yeah? Where will you go, huh? What will you do? You can't survive out there, Dreth. You're an animal. You belong in that cage.
I'll remember that when I'm lying on the beaches of Somerset Isle with your wife, you imperial.
Ooh, with your wife.
Right. And you'll be rich, too. Oh, and you'll become a king. And you know what I think, Dreth? I think you'll be back. You'll not always come back.
You'll see, you imperial dog. When I get out of here, all of Tamria will know my name. Valen Dreth. Valen Dreth.
This guy's delusional.
All right, all right. I'm tempted to let you...
All right, I'm gonna save again because again, I don't want to wait on these guys to talk all this talk again. I'm still here, Nick, just prepping stuff. No worries, Empik. No worries at all. I appreciate the lurk. Let's see. These appear to be empty cells. Yeah, this dude's in an empty jail. We just found his cell key, which is pretty good. Let's see if we can have some fun with him. So his gate just opened. We actually are pushing him out, but he just keeps coming back in. He has nothing on him. Let's see what we can talk to him about.
Wait, I know you. You're the one. That day the Emperor was killed. They went through your cell. You lucky bastard. But you came back? Come on, you've got to help me. Let old Valen out of this cell. You've got your freedom, now give me mine. What do you say, huh? Come on, friend.
The Night Mother says goodbye. You're going to die in here, or say nothing. So the funny thing is, you're going to die in here. That was the line he said to me when I was in the cell across from him.
What? You filthy little maggot. When I get out of here, you're dead. You hear me? Dead. What's the matter? Getting tired?
One swing was all it took. Valen Dreth is dead and no guards have been killed. I must return to the sanctuary and speak with Vicente Valtieri to retrieve my reward as well as a bonus. So, that was satisfying. Actually, we might be able to sneak right out the front. We're not a prisoner. I don't actually even know if we're trespassing. So, let's find out. Let's find out.
What is it,
Yeah, he didn't even care. Sweet. We got right out of there. All right. Let's get back to the Dark Brotherhood. And we'll turn in. We'll see what our bonus is. I actually am not really sure what our bonus is. So we'll see what it is. And then we'll rest, level up, and we'll have a nice little chat. Got some the small changes being made to the stream. And I know not everybody's here, so that's okay. We'll just kind of share maybe like a recap of it when we can. Oh, Vicente. This dude always comes out like right here.
So, you
Scales
infiltrated
of
the Imperial
pitiless
prison,
justice?
eliminated Valandreth, and killed not one guard. Most excellent.
I don't even know what those are.
In addition to your standard reward, I present to you this bonus. Behold, the scales of pitiless justice. While carried, the scales will magically enhance your strength, intelligence, and agility, but diminish your personality. A powerful
He is a
tool
vampire,
indeed.
yes.
I have a special contract that needs fulfillment. In truth, I don't wish to offer
Ask
it to
him
any other
for our next
family
contract,
member.
even though we don't
I've
really
come
have
to
time
rely
for it
on
right
your
now, but
abilities.
tell us about it.
We're usually called upon to take a life, but not this time. This contract requires us to stage the assassination of a marked man. Are you ready?
All right, so we're not actually doing any killing, it sounds like.
You must go to the city of Coral and break into the house of Francois Mortier. Inside you will find Mortier waiting for you. Do not kill him. You see, Francois Mortier is a marked man. He owes a considerable sum to the wrong kind of people, so they have sent an enforcer to kill him. Here.
Huh.
You will use this specially poisoned knife to stage Mortier's death in
Ah.
the enforcer's presence. Mortier himself will provide more details.
So in this case, we're pretending like the dude's
This is an
dying.
unusual contract. Mortier had to make a special arrangement with us before it was approved. I trust in your professionalism.
Pretty cool. So this dude's got guys coming to kill him, and we basically have to make sure it appears that he's dead. So we found this Langerwine blade and a Langerwine antidote. Let's ask about it.
The knife I gave you has been coated with a rare poison called Langerwine. You need only cut Mortier once, and he will appear to die. The blade has been coated with a rare poison called Langerwine. I have provided you with a vial of antidote, which will be used to revive Francois Mortier after you successfully stage his
So it's
death.
pretty interesting. He asked the Dark Brotherhood for help
You
on
should also know
this.
that there's only enough Langerwine on the blade for this one contract. After Mortier is sliced, the knife will be useless.
All right, let's ask about his special arrangement.
The Dark Brotherhood is not in the business of staging deaths, no matter how much gold is offered. Sithis demands blood, and blood must be paid. In order to accept the contract, we demanded a life. Mortier offered his mother, and we accepted.
Oh, what a coward.
Lucien has already taken care of that detail.
What a coward. So this dude's like, all right, kill my mom, and then that way I can survive.
Spill some blood for me, dear brother.
All right, let's go. Is this the... Yeah, living quarters. We're going to level up. Level up. I think it's going to be a lot of speed, or actually might be some agility in this one. I don't know what level we are. Level 12. You can't believe how easy it is. You just have to go a little crazy. And then suddenly it all makes sense, and everything you do turns to gold. So agility and speed are +3s. Strength or willpower. Ah, clockwork. Hello to you. Let's add strength. We don't often get a chance to increase our strength by 2. So, what's been going on, brother? Anything new?
Get away from me.
This dude really hates me. Alright. Save. Perfect. No, sir, nothing new? Alright, well, I'm happy to have you here. You're just in time. We're about to have a little short chat about the stream and some changes that you may or probably didn't notice, but might have noticed. So school is trash. Oh, what happened at school, man? What's up with school? Anyway, so we got a few changes that are new to the stream. They started tonight. I made a little list so I wouldn't forget there. It's a very small amount of changes, but I kind of wanted more talk about why the changes I think are important versus just talk about the changes. So what you might have noticed is I actually recently, starting tonight, I dropped the bitrate, which is the quality that our stream streams out at. So I had been streaming at 5,000 kilobytes per second, and that is basically enough to make it to where we stream in 1080p. That is not the case right now. I dropped it down to 4,000, which is not a huge difference, but what that does is actually makes it stream in 720p. So just to kind of give you an idea of what bitrate is, I guess. So we'll talk about why I did that, but just know that if you notice that on the player by chance, if you happen to click on it and see that it was in 720 instead of 1080 like it has been, that is on purpose, okay? The other thing you might have noticed, I made my camera and my frame, the frame around me, basically, on the left side of your screen, I made that a little smaller. And reason is, well, again, I'll just kind of talk about the reasons after I explain the last change too. So the last thing I changed, I noticed after I went back and I listened to the VOD for, mainly listened to it actually, the VOD for KOTOR. When we finished up KOTOR, that last stream, I really liked the way my audio sounded there, between the game and my voice. I didn't realize, but somewhere along the lines, my audio settings were totally reset. And so everything was kind of thrown out the window, and the audio went really, really quiet. At first, I thought it was just because I was sick, and I didn't have, like, my voice isn't fully back yet. It's pretty close now. But on Friday, for instance, it was kind of weak. And I thought maybe that was part of the issue, was that, well, I'm just sick and my voice just isn't very strong right now. But I went back and I listened to a few different VODs before I got sick, and I noticed my audio was really, really quiet. So the audio was changed. The mic is louder now. I hope that's okay. We'll kind of explain. I'll talk about that too coming up. So the main reason we've got these, so the three changes again, we dropped the resolution or the bit rate. I made my face cam, I made it a little smaller, and last but not least, I increased the mic volume in particular. I also made some changes to the game volume, but mainly the mic volume was what changed. So why did I do those things? First of all, the bit rate. With it being higher, this is super confusing, and I don't really know what Twitch's thought process is on this. But the only way that you're able to watch streams and choose the level of quality that you want to watch is if the streamer you're watching is partnered. That's the only way you can guarantee that you can always change the quality of the stream. And so sometimes if your internet is not good, like in the case of the missus tonight, her internet is not good from the hotel she's working out of. She can't drop on my stream. She doesn't always have the option to drop my quality into something that she can watch in real time. So if I was a partner, then she could drop it as low as she wants. But as an affiliate, I'm an affiliated streamer. There's a chance that sometimes she could. This is the part I don't understand. I'll be honest with you. Twitch has they have a small percentage of streamers that they enable that ability for, and it changes all the time. It's kind of random based on how popular the affiliated streamer is. So the higher the more popular the streamer is, the higher the chance is that people can change their stream quality. The less popular they are, the less likely they are. So I think I just checked, and the only option is the source option for me right now, because I was not randomly selected by Twitch's machine to be able to change my stream quality. So long story short, why is that important? We want people who, not everybody has banging fast internet, and sometimes even their internet just is not good for the day. But I don't want to drive those people away because we could have this much more clear of a broadcast. So that's the idea behind that. And I hope that is okay, especially if you guys are watching on phones. You're not really going to see much of a difference anyway. If you're watching on desktop, you'll notice a difference. So if you're watching on a bigger screen. But as for the frame and the camera, I shrunk those down because I realized that I know a lot of you guys, when I watch streams because I want to watch the streamer and the gameplay. And I don't know, I've never really asked if you guys watch more of me or the game or what. But I realized that a lot of times my face, and I love having our office theme, but that takes up space on the game. And so I thought, okay, we can still have that. And if I just make myself just this much smaller, you'll get a better combination of me and the game. So that's why I did that. You might have noticed that. But again, it's just all about improving that community and game time relationship. So if that sucks, let me know. If it makes it hard for you guys to see my expressions on something or my reaction to something, just please let me know, and I'll change it right back. But I figured the size I have it right now should be the best of both worlds. And then last, the mic volume. This might make my stream louder than some other streams that you might drop into. But as a podcast listener, the worst thing ever is finding a great podcast and having the audio not be loud enough, even while turned up all the way, to be able to hear it at a reasonable level. So sometimes I'll put my earbuds in my ear as I'm walking from my car to the office. And sometimes there are podcasts that aren't even loud enough, turned up all the way, for me to really be able to understand everything they're saying when I'm walking down a city street. Okay. And I'm not saying you guys are watching this while walking down a city street, but I don't want my stream and our stream to be so quiet that even turned up all the way, you can't hear it. You can always turn your volume down, right? But there's only a certain point you can turn it up to. So that's why we did that. I'm hoping that we can make the best experience possible for everybody. And so those are some things that I've noticed over the course of the last couple days that, again, I thought just would help us become more of a inclusive for everybody type stream, because that's what it's all about for us. Obviously with my name, Part-Time Gamer Guy, I'm not looking to be a big fancy Twitch streamer. But at the same time, I do want to have nice production value for you guys. I want to have that relationship where we can kind of talk about games and various things going on in each other's lives, and just make it really inclusive and fun for everybody. So that's kind of the idea behind these few changes. I think they're really minor. Like I said, I probably could have swept them under the rug, but I think it's good to talk about our goals as a community from time to time. And so that's kind of the idea behind that. Some other changes I think I'll try to make you guys aware of. What I'm wanting to do, I do have a website. It is complete dog poop. That's coming from a web developer. That's what I do full time, is I'm a web developer. I basically got a WordPress website about a year and some change ago. And I just kind of kept a lot of default settings and made a few changes here and there. I don't like it at all. I want to make it actually a good, decent website. And so I'm planning on doing that in the near future. I actually plan to do a little bit of work on that this week. So once that's done, there will be an extra bit of content. I think all of those choices make sense. The quality option is very weird indeed. Sound is great always, coming from a sound guy, and cam is fine depending on game, etc. Empic, that's very helpful, and I appreciate that too. So I'm glad I'm glad you're a sound guy, and I'm glad you approve, because like I said, I just, it's not something I was super confident on, but because I'm definitely not an audiophile myself. For me, it's more just like, can we make it loud enough to be comfortable without being too loud, and also just make it to where like I'm not getting drowned out by the game, or honestly just not being loud enough for the game, or the game being the game was totally muted at some point last week. So I have many friends that stream at 720 60p and it's just fine. That's good to hear too, because I love streaming at 1080p because I liked going back into my VODs and seeing like, oh yeah, I like that quality. But the problem is I've had a couple people come in and they want to watch, but they can't because their internet for whatever reason is not fast enough that night. And like I said, I don't want to exclude anybody. And let's be real here. I'm playing. I mean, The Witcher is a beautiful, beautiful game, and so that we might notice something different there. But I'm playing Oblivion mostly right now, and I mean, we're all pretty used to looking at that game in... it's not really... We'll put it this way. It's not really blowing anybody away graphically anymore, right? So I don't feel like streaming that in 720p is such a shot in the foot. Maybe I'm wrong there, but that's my thought process on that. So Witcher will take a bit of a hit, but it also probably actually helped my machine, because, again, I don't have a super high-end machine. So... it might help my machine in the long run. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a smoother gameplay by dropping to 720. So I do 720p myself because I have just 10 up, so I can't really push higher. Yes, without impacting anyone else here. Yes. We have like 150 down, but yeah, it's something like that. It's like 15 up. So it's not anything impressive on the upstream. So I'm fully on board with what you're saying there. Definitely. But yeah, so other goals. My hope is that I can kind of get back into. So we talk about like streaming wise, like I love streaming. It's been a lot of fun, and it allows me to kind of it kind of knocks out two birds with one stone. I mean, a little bit of a social gaming aspect and gaming that I don't always, if I don't set that time aside, I don't always make the time for. And I think it helps me keep more mentally fresh doing that. So it's a blessing, and I want to keep doing that, but I've also been wanting to get back into writing a little bit more. I've dabbled in a few things here and there, like I've dabbled in some game reviews. I want to try, I've done a little bit of blogging, but I'm pretty new to blogging. And so what I want to do is I want to start building my website back up to where I can kind of do just a few pieces here and there, like maybe one or two a month. Hopefully 2 a month. Maybe I can do one every 2 weeks or something like that to start. I've got a few writing ideas already set aside for some ones that I think will be really, really cool, especially for people that stop in here into the stream. So hopefully I can get some time. Like I said, I'm looking at putting together a little bit of some code for this week. It's not a great week for me in terms of free time. I've got pretty much one day that I'm going to be able to work on this, I think. And it's not even a full day. So I've got a cross-country meet tomorrow. We're streaming Wednesday and Thursday, and then I'll be out of town and actually out of the state on Friday with another meet on Saturday. So I'm not really going to have a whole lot of free time to do some coding until the weekend. So anyway, it's still a good ways off, but I figured I'd share that with you guys. You guys would be the first to know. So I feel like the website is the missing piece. You're on the right track, I think. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Empik. It makes me feel really good about it. So once I get that done, there will be more content going on to the website. It'll kind of just be a place of my own, basically. I like Twitter. I'm not very good at Twitter, though, to be quite honest with you. I'm just not good at it. It's a skill like anything else that I haven't really practiced a whole lot, and I think my Twitter game is kind of weak. So, but I think the website will kind of help, and I'll try to put out some pieces of content like every so often there. Maybe just like some highlight videos that I link to from my YouTube or something like that will even be. But I want to start getting back into writing too, and I've got some, I think, really interesting topics that some of you guys might want to read about coming up. So And I think, like I said, I think the whole idea is to, like, I'm not trying to become some sort of big famous streamer. That's never been the goal here. It's just been about trying to enjoy games with other people, so that, I don't know, that's just kind of what I've always liked. I mean, I started out, I actually got into Twitch through, I was trying to create a video gaming club. And it fell on its face, to be quite honest with you. It fell flat on its face. Like, people told me it was a great idea, and I still think it was, and I don't think they were lying to me, but it wasn't a good enough idea to actually be able to have everybody participate in it. So that's how I got into streaming, was by, I thought, okay, maybe this will help me grow my video gaming club, and it fell flat on its face. So we're going to kind of talk about, like, why that article. We'll talk about some of that stuff, maybe as some water cooler topics, but we're going to talk about that in some of the pieces I hope to write too. So why I was trying to do the video game club, and why that led me to Twitch, and why I'm still here, even though the video game club fell flat on its face. So I'm going to have to go so that I get good rest, but I was happy to be around for the speech and some gameplay. Great night, and catch you soon. Empic, thank you so much. Good luck tomorrow. On the first day, right? It's your first day. So good luck tomorrow on the first day. I hope the job goes fantastic. And no doubt we'll chat. We'll be chatting soon. So no doubt. Thanks for stopping in. I'm glad we got to chat too. So that's pretty much it for my little speech I had planned. It's basically going to mean we're going to end the stream a little bit early tonight, but that's okay. Somehow I made it. I had a few, like, coughing, I don't know if fits are the right word. I had a few instances of an itchy throat, but thankfully I didn't cough all over my microphone and, like, get you. I mean, like, I honestly probably could have coughed enough to get you guys sick through the computer. So somehow that didn't happen. So that's good. I'm feeling a lot better. I've got this much further to go till I'm fully healed. So I'll be looking forward to that, and I'll be looking forward to the time when our community has a space, when I can finish my website, make it to be what I want it to be, and actually put good content on it too. I think the content, actually, if you visit my website, I think the content is actually decent. It's parttimegamerguy.com. But the, like, overall layout and the design and all that stuff is complete trash. So, and I've been hating myself for, like, how it looks, because I think it's just embarrassing. But I just honestly haven't had, with all the other stuff I've been doing, I haven't really had a whole lot of time to do that. I learned a lot. I just took on a freelance project that's been going on for like a few months now. We're still just waiting on some stuff from the customer, but I learned a lot in that freelance project that's going to help me with my personal website too. And now that that's starting to wrap up, I'll actually be able to have some time to do my own stuff. So it'll be coming, guys. I'm super excited about it. I hope it's something that we can share together and just bring us all closer and have more fun. So good work, man. Def past my bedtime now, though. Nighty night. All right, night, hun. I love you, and thanks for the subscription. In case you guys missed it, I don't think it shows up here because she's not a new subscriber. The Mrs. PTGG resubbed for her 3rd month. This time, this was not a gift from her. This was not a gifted sub to her. This was her resubbing. So that was pretty cool. Highlight of my night, no doubt. So what made it really cool is that she's not in the same house I am right now. She's on a business trip. So it was kind of a surprise to me. She subbed from the hotel she's working out of. So I'll get to see her again Friday. So must mean I like you. Well, that is shocking and appreciated. I like you too, hun. So, all right, guys. I think I've droned on long enough. So I'm going to drop a quick raid to somebody. This is another person. We're going to throw it over to Iago Dark. I'm going to go ahead and hit the raid now. He's actually also he's streaming Oblivion as well. So I don't know if he's still trying to close all the Oblivion gates. I'm not sure if that's what he's doing now. But we're going to throw it over his way. Nice dude. And you guys can enjoy more Oblivion that way. So we'll throw them a raid. I just hit the button. And actually, I hit the button, but I spelled it wrong once again. So I hit the button. We're going to be raiding here shortly. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'll keep you guys posted. Keep an eye out on Twitter. I'll keep you guys posted on my progress with all the other stuff that's kind of going on behind the scenes. And we'll just look at building this part-timers community up together. So we'll have some fun. And until then, see you guys Wednesday for Witcher Wednesday. Take care.